Okay. Okay. I think we're live, baby. I think we're live. Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boys, Mike and Tony. We are back, guys. The 49ers are out to a very, very interesting lead here. All right. 14-6. The 49ers are up. They get the ball back at halftime. Tony, let's start in reverse right here, okay? There was a play right at the end of the game. It looked like, right at the end of half. It looked like somebody was open. Was there something there for the team?
He was wide open.
Throw it away instead?
The defense didn't even look at him. He was wide. He just ran down the field, and Jimmy threw it out of bounds. What is he doing? You saw it.
I did see it.
He's running down the sideline. The safety's walking up the field, and he just throws the ball out of bounds. Jennings looking around like, what?
I saw it, man. I did. I would be lying if I said I didn't see it. I absolutely saw it, Tony. It was clearly a play to just get rid of the ball and throw the ball out of bounds. But should Jimmy have been looking to read that field is my question to you.
Listen, if you want to walk off the field, you just take a snap and kneel it and walk off the field. You don't call a go route with a receiver sprinting down the field and just loft it out of bounds when no one's looking at him.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Whatever.
All right. Now, listen, Tony, I'm going to be honest with you now. My honest opinion and my honest assessment, Jimmy Garoppolo looks more confident out there. He looks more decisive. The accuracy is different. I'm not talking about the accuracy. He doesn't look afraid. He doesn't look scared. And without your left tackle and Trent Williams being out there, I think this guy's playing with a little bit of swag tonight, man. What say you, honestly, about Jimmy?
I think McKivitz looks good. I think McKivitz is playing a solid game. You just brought up the left tackle position. I think he's doing his thing. They chipped a couple times, but he's holding his own.
He's and then there's right?
It was fourth down, Tony. Well, when you have a receiver streaking down the sideline, I don't care if it's fifth, sixth, first down.
Right.
You take the shot. No one's looking.
No. We're well aware of what down it was. There was 2 seconds left in the game. We get all that, but there was nobody near this guy. It was 2 seconds, and you were throwing that direction anyway. How'd you not see it? I guess is what the big question is. But overall, though, you're talking about the left tackle. They are playing well. I love what I'm seeing from Banks out there. Banks is the best offensive lineman on this team right now. Argue with your mama about it. I don't care what anybody says right now. Banks is the best guy, but I want to stick with Jimmy really quick. He's 9 of 17. That's including that throwaway ball at the end of the half there. Otherwise, he would have been 9 of 16, 138 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. 1 ball was batted. Maybe you could say that was close to being a pick, but I wouldn't say that. Tell me honestly, what do you think about Jimmy compared to last game? Don't tell me what you think about Jimmy overall. Compared to last game, does he look at least different to you?
Yeah, he looks different. I'll give you that. He does look different. But, his stats could be a little bit better right now if he toned it down and put the ball in the proper spots on 2 throws, right? Jennings on the side, not the last play, but pass to Jennings where it was over his head clearly. And who was the other one? Warner. If it was supposed to be an outside shoulder throw, then it's on Warner. If it was supposed to be an inside shoulder throw and it went outside, then it's on Jimmy. We don't know that, but we would just like to see the improvement with that. Get the ball in the spot. Get it there. Be consistent with the placement. And, that could be that could have been a big chunk play. And now we're talking about potentially 3 points or 7 points more. We don't know. But that's what the issue is, the consistent ball placement with his accuracy and ball placement. That is the main issue with this team.
Right. Well, and we're going to continue to get that as long as he's under center. We understand that. Now, let's get off of him really quick. Let's get back to this offensive line. We talked about the left tackle already, but what about the right guard position? They are going back and forth between Burford and Brunskill. Was it that Brunskill got injured again? Was it that Burford who started the game let Aaron Donald come in without untouched, and then he got benched? They give him a good talking to, maybe something to get him to relax or something? Or what do you think was going on there? We saw Burford get the start, Brunskill go in, and then the last drive, it was Burford back in there again. And this guy, he's a rookie. He's a rookie, guys. I understand exactly what people were talking about in the preseason and how good he looked and all that shit. But what we got to remember is that this guy is a rookie. So go ahead and give me your assessment of him so far.
He's a rookie, but he's got to learn. You got to develop your rookies. You can't pull him off and say, okay, Brunskill, you're good. Go in. Let him sit for a little while. listen, the way I look at it is the way you're going to learn is if you play, right? On Jeff Wilson's touchdown run, if it wasn't for Burford's block, it's not a touchdown run. He sealed off Wagner.
Talk your shit, baby.
So
Let's
if
go.
you want to point fingers and say stuff like that, yeah, he blew the assignment on the Darnold when he came in untouched. 100%. It's a communication error. He's a rookie. It's going to happen. But what you want to see after that happens is you want to see him recoup and develop and continue to progress. He's going to have ups and downs. I'm telling you, it's going to be great and it's going to be not great. I think he had a great week last week versus Denver with DJ Jones and DeMar. I forgot the other guy's name. Draymond Jones, the other guy, the defensive tackle, where he played well. But this kid's the best interior lineman in the league right now.
Absolutely. And he's going to be up and down. Now, I agree with you. Other people on the offense, let's talk about the run game really quick. Jeff Wilson Jr., again, averaging 6.3 yards a carry. They're going to tell us he had a long run, Mike, blah, 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 blah. And I told you guys, I don't care about he had a long run. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again this week. That's how this offense works. If the guy's getting carries, he's going to get a long one, and then he's going to have to do his thing for 2 or 3. That's happening again. 7 carries, 44 yards, averaging 6.3 a pop, and he's got the touchdown. What's your assessment of the run game? Only 7 attempts by the running backs, 2 by Deebo for only 2 yards. What do you think of the run game? And by the way, when we're talking the run game, we got to mention Jimmy Garoppolo running for the first down as well. Come on, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, it's what I said earlier, right? I think they were to go to the quick passing game to try to alleviate a little off the run game because everyone knows that Kyle Shanahan loves the run game. It's heavily dependent. His offense is heavily dependent on the play action pass game. So with that being said, teams are going to try to bog it down. So what did Kyle do? He threw a couple quick passes, get the ball out, get them to step back, and then you try to punch them and catch them off guard with a run. And that's what happened on that one long run. They didn't know which way it was coming from. But again, that is during the scripted period. Once the scripted period disappears and it goes past, you see what happens with this offense. Jimmy starts teetering. Jimmy comes out hot, and then he comes back down to earth, like back down to normal playing.
Yeah.
You know?
And the 49ers leading receiver right now is Deebo Samuel. Now, obviously, with the big play there, by the way, they said that play was almost a pick 6. But this NFL thing is a game of inches, guys. It's a game of inches.
My man's finger was like literally the ball went right over it. It was
right. So, it's give and take. Deebo has 3 receptions for 79 yards and a touchdown. But Brandon Ayuk, Tony, they got to find a way to keep giving this kid the ball. He doesn't have the big play, but he's got 3 receptions for 31 yards. He seems to have solid hands. And even Juwan Jennings got the 2 receptions for 22 yards. These guys are going for over 10 a clip. You got to keep passing the ball, or do you want to see some more running plays?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you notice a difference in the passing game as far as it's almost like IU's taking Deebo's role and Deebo's actually running the routes? So that's Kyle trying to catch the defense. Again, scheming, something that he does very well, but, it's kind of like he's trying to play now. All right, now you don't know which side is going to come from, who's going to run it. And this is kind of like what was going on with Trey and all that, but we're not going to talk about that. But this is what's going on. He's taking it. He's playing the full field now. It's not going to be focused on Deebo. Yeah. So now teams are going to have to lock on to Ayuk in the short game as far as the bubble screens, the reverses, and stuff like that. So, and I'm surprised it hasn't happened earlier because when Deebo was hurt that year, it was Ayuk running the jet sweeps.
Right.
So, he's shown that he could do it. We'll see if it continues. I'm looking for being that if we're going into the third quarter getting the ball, it's going back to a script. I want to see him get 7 on the board this drive.
All right. We're going to go back to these. We're going to get to the super chats, and we saved the best for last. We're going to talk about this defense after these 2 super chats here. Lycan is the first one here. Lycan 4647 says, I'm just going to say it. Deebo's a god. I mean, he's a really, really, really good football player, guys. He's a really good football player, and this kid out in open space might be the most dangerous player in the NFL. I'm just going to say it.
He is.
The way he shakes and bakes, he has another gear that he can get to as far as speed and walking away from people from behind him. I can't tell you on that long play, it felt like slow motion to me. I see him running with the ball kind of loosey-goosey in the hand, and I'm like, oh my God, someone's going to run from behind him and punch it out. And he breaks a tackle and just goes. Like it's incredible to see this guy in open space. Liking, very good super chat. Tony, was there anything you want to say on that before we have to go?
Nothing. I agree 100% with it.
All right. Niners for Life has a question here that a lot of people are asking in the chat. We got to discuss it. Why isn't Kittle getting any passes, Tony?
He's been on a couple blocking assignments, but I see him get out in the routes. He's getting downfield. He's coming across the middle. He's just not going there. And I kind of don't know why, because I thought he was going to have a big game with that matchup with Wagner in the middle of the field. I really think the Niners have something there. Now, are they holding it for the second half? Or, we got to see.
You got to save something. Can't give them all the goodies right in the beginning. So no one's ever successful giving up the goodies too fast. You know what I'm saying? So the Rams are doing their huddle. They're about to break this. Tony, we would be idiots if we did not discuss this freaking defense. 4 sacks in the first half. They're flying all over the place. Their worst drive, they were able to buckle down and strap down the hatches and say, you know what? We're not letting them in the end zone. Their worst drive, they drove all the way down into the red zone, maybe even goal to go, and we still held them to 3. Talk about this defense. Tell me what you're seeing. DeMeco Ryans for president. I'm saying it right now. Let's go.
It's a very talented defensive unit with a great coach leading them. And this is what we said. Is there going to be a drop-off from solid to DeMeco Ryans? I said no right off the bat, because I'm going to tell you right now. The guy was a former player. He was a successful player. He led a defense as a player. He knows what it takes, but they're about to kick off in a couple minutes. You got anything else?
Well, where the hell is Sosa? Y'all told me that this Sosa guy was going to be someone. I'm seeing everybody in the backfield and on Stafford.
He got a sack.
That was Ebukam.
Yeah, Sosa.
No, it was. Hold on, wait. I might be wrong. Hold on. I hope you're right. Now I hope you're right. Let me see. Sacks. Oh, it was Sosa. Sosa is Ebukam. Did you hear me? I said it by his last name.
Yeah.
There he is. Okay, so you're right. Absolutely, Tony. So, all right, here's my 2 final questions for you, bro.
They're kicking off.
I know. Can we win the second half?
They have to. Not can. They have to.
All right.
They have to.
All right, that's going to do it, guys. We will see you guys back over on the Patreon. Get on over there right now. We'll see y'all there. Peace.